Hello and welcome to the Middle East Teaching and Learning Conference. My name is John Hinchliffe. I'm Head of Talent at Jampan, and I'd like to welcome you through to this session, Give, a practitioner's guide to social networking. Within this session, we'll be looking at how has social networking changed, how you can build a community, and also best practices that you can integrate whether you are an individual or an organization to effectively engage and network efficiently. Now, to start off with, I want to give an introduction to myself. So, who am I? Well, I've been in learning and development, both in academia and corporate, for over 13 years now. I've done this in the UK, in Japan, and also in the Middle East. So helping organizations, no matter what their industry, have a great learning experience for their learners and effectively implement strategies that work. Along the way, I've won a few awards. Most recently, I was named Learning Professional of the Year Silver Award at the LPI's Learning Awards. In addition to this, I've served on the board of directors for the e-learning network, which is one of the biggest not-for-profits in the e-learning industry, helping over 4,000 members along their learning journey. Last year, I founded the Global Learning Development Community. During COVID, this was an ability to provide people a safe space whereby they could network, meet like-minded people in a safe space whereby they could grow their career and have answers to questions where they need them. This has helped over 1,000 people so far. We're in every continent apart from Antarctica, and this weekly meetups just help people come together and grow. Currently, I'm Head of Talent at Jampan. Now, in terms of Jampan, what we actually do, we help organizations come together with great freelancers and also agencies around the world to provide them with their L&D solutions where they need them. In terms of some of the services whereby we're able to help organizations, these can be animations, e-learning development, thought leaders, UX, UI design, quality assurance, project management, and just really helping organizations no matter what they do, we help them about how they do it. But from that, how do we really help our clients and also our suppliers? I look after over 1,000 freelancers and agencies worldwide in order to really provide flexibility for our clients that are global. The main advantages that we provide, speed of service. With such a range of freelancers and agencies available, with over 1,000, we're able to meet our clients' demands quickly. Also, we focus on quality. All of our suppliers go through quality assurance in order to ensure that they are right for our particular clients. We're people first. People first not only in terms of actually getting to understand, getting to know our suppliers, but also getting to know our clients. Because at the end of the day, we're all people. What are we all trying to solve and how can we make sure that we do that? We also provide the ability to have content creation teams. So whereby organizations, universities, colleges might need a whole heap of content creating, rather than them having to look for full-time positions to get people within, we're able to provide that full service when they need it, efficiently and effectively at a price that's right. Finally, we work with vendors. We actually work with the people who are supplying the software for our individuals and also our organizations to ensure that we can create academies whereby they can have people at scale who have the right skills, but also that we're able to do this in a cost-efficient manner. Here are just a few of our clients, but not all of our clients. But as you can see, we help some of the biggest companies in the world meet their L&D demands. Now, from this, I have a unique perspective. I look at both clients and suppliers. I look at individuals and organizations. And one thing they have in common is how they interact with each other, both ways. And really that brings us on to this topic of networking. Now, how I really love to kind of get you along this journey is looking at the story so far, what this has meant for me as a practitioner, and also why social networking is not just about meeting people. So how do we take it to its next level? Now, one thing to point out, if you do have questions about this session and you want to know more, then by all means, please feel free to utilize the app and I'll be happy to answer those in the Q&A section. But I'd like to take you on a little journey. So back in 2018, I moved to the United Arab Emirates. I started as instructional design expert at the United Arab Emirates University. And coming from the UK, we have quite a big scene of people coming together, having social events, especially for learning and development, being able to meet other people, network in particular environments, face to face, and just getting to grow from one another. I moved to the UAE and inquired with people, where were these events? Where could I go to meet like-minded L&D folk, whether that's in academia, whether that's in organization, where were these people? And I got told either they don't exist or you had to pay in order to actually connect with people, to actually go to events. And for me, that didn't seem right. You know, we're all individuals, we're all trying to progress within our careers. We shouldn't have to pay in order to do that. So, in order to make that happen, I created an event. This event was simply me going on my LinkedIn network and saying I'd like to do an event whereby just bringing people together so that they can meet like-minded L&D peers. This was in Dubai. I was living in Al Ain. This was an hour and a half drive for me. And I said I'd do the hour and a half drive. I'd stay over in the hotel just so that people could meet one another. Now the first session was mixed because unfortunately people thought that I might be a salesman. I might be trying to lure them there and then have a freemium. So whereby they'd come for a free event and I'd try and sell them something. But the fact was that 5 people took a chance, and I gave them so much value. I gave them insights into what I saw from the UK. I gave them resources that I found useful. Also, I gave them access for free to my Udemy course, just so that they had things that would help them in their career. Now, word of this got around that somebody was willing to give their time, willing to arrange these and bring people together for free. And the biggest thing was that it was out of karma. There was no expectation from me for any financial remuneration. This was really bringing people together so that they could meet other people and expand their career. Because no matter what career you're in, you can feel lonely. And so from this, word got around. And so the events started to grow. And also they started to grow even more, having different venues, different themes, bringing people together and people just being extremely thankful that somebody was thinking about them, that somebody wanted to bring them together with like-minded people. And that's something really crucial about networking. We're all looking for like-minded people. We're looking to resonate with others. Maybe we're looking for friendships, maybe we're looking for business deals, maybe we're looking for our next hire, but we're always looking for that person. And so with these events, it really gave people that opportunity. But also, there came a challenge. COVID struck. And obviously, with COVID, we were then reduced to being indoors and away from each other. So, I pivoted and moved these online. But with this, whereas previously it was specific to people in the United Arab Emirates, with it being online, this then meant that we could go everywhere. And so utilizing LinkedIn, I opened this up and I said, whoever would like to meet other people for free can come through on a Friday. There'll be breakout rooms, there'll be a quiz. And once again, providing that environment that was with the physical meetups to then online. Now, is this unique in terms of concept? Not really. But having an environment whereby you actively encourage and you state that this is about a safe space whereby everyone is in this together. That's the difference. Having a friendly tone, making jokes, it allows people to be themselves. And with networking, it's really about you displaying yourself, being authentic. Because being authentic is easy. It's when you try and fake it, that's when it becomes difficulty. So being genuine and really giving time, giving knowledge, giving expertise, giving resources. That was the whole point of this group. And that leads us through to, well, what does that mean for networking? Well, one of the key things is credibility. Credibility is incredibly crucial, whether you are an individual looking for a job, you are looking for work, or you're an organization that needs people, needs to sell things. Credibility is trust. And trust in networking, especially social networking now electronically, is crucial. Now, this quote from Denzel Washington really sums this up. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. You may be a fantastic learning professional, but how can you prove it to people? How can you get that credibility with others? And so, a big thing is actually giving that knowledge for free. So giving builds credibility through showing you know stuff and also trust for future requests. When we think about the age that we live in, networking is usually face-to-face. You start talking to somebody, you exchange business cards, great, maybe you'll do business, but how can they really understand whether you are credible, whether you have their best interests, and also whether you're going to provide them with a great result? For giving, this is whereby you are giving resources, where you are giving free information to show what you know. Then, if you go to somebody for something, whether this is a job, whether this is for a sale, they now understand that one, you know your stuff, but also two, you've brought them value. It's going to be far more likely that you are going to trust somebody and utilize somebody that you see has brought you value rather than somebody who's given you a cold call. So thinking about that credibility, and it's something we're going to explore further within this session. Now, one way I thought about how people could give value was a campaign I did previously called #OneTipWednesday. Now, One Tip Wednesday was born from the idea of the Ice Bucket Challenge. The Ice Bucket Challenge was popular because it put an emphasis, an onus of people, a responsibility, because they got called out to do something that was unique. And us as human beings, we love unique, novel things. And so with One Tip Wednesday, this was whereby people did a video whereby they gave one tip on something that helped either them in their industry, in their job, or in their life, and then nominated 2 people. And then those people on a Wednesday provided a tip on a video and then nominated 2 people. And this repeated. And by the end of this, there was over 100,000 views on LinkedIn of one tips. This gave that credibility. This showed you know what you're talking about, but also you're providing people with value. And so that's a concept of really easily providing credibility. In addition to this, there's providing without expectation. If you are continually expecting, you're going to be let down. But really for this, it's providing with expectation. Give. It's really there that you are building up the karma bank. So you're providing value to people. And also another thing that you have to understand is you don't know who you know knows. So maybe your value that you're providing somebody is not going to directly come back to you from them, but they may know somebody who has an issue, has a problem, needs an answer, and they know that you are the person to give that solution because you provided that evidence. So think about that. You don't know who you know knows. It's a tongue twister, but it's very, very important. So what does this practically look like? Well, what might this look like if you are a job seeker? So one thing I would say is LinkedIn is the most popular tool at the moment. It is incredibly useful and the most utilized for businesses. So provide tips on your posts, provide insights, utilize articles, posts, videos which help people. You can do your own campaigns. You can do One Tip Wednesdays. You can do Top Tip Tuesdays. Whatever is relevant to your industry and also your organization or you as an individual, Provide that. What is your voice? What is your specialty? What can you do better than other people? And provide that. Also, give support to others in your industry through mentoring and free courses. To create a course is simple. You can simply utilize your phone, make videos, and you've got yourself a course. If you are a course creator, that is also another way to show your skill. What does your course look like, feel like? How have you provided that value within it? Once again, you don't know who you know knows. That's a very great resource to be able to provide people. Also, you're helping others along the way. Life is a long journey. So where might those people help you in the future? Also, on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, where can you provide answers that people have questions? Once again, this shows your knowledge. So, where can you provide an answer to a software question that somebody has? Actively seek out these questions and provide answers. Also, another thing on LinkedIn, whereby you are commenting on people's posts and you're providing answers and they interact with those, that actually increases your engagement and helps you with the algorithm. So, there's multiple benefits to that. Also, produce helpful guides. These can be documents, brochures, infographics, videos, which you can send to new and existing contacts without a sales pitch. So whereby we were talking about this no expectations, think about if you send through to new contacts 5 easy steps to make your Zoom sessions amazing. Rather than, I really wanted to talk to you about X product. Send this without expectation. Hi, so-and-so, great to be connected. I created this really useful guide on how to do X. I really hope it brings you value. Hope you have a great day. That is a way better way to build credibility rather than, hi, I'd like to talk to you about X product. When can we schedule a 5 to 10 meeting? It's completely different. Build that credibility, provide value, and then you're in a far better space. Also, you're showing you know your stuff. Now, if we take this on the flip side, what might this look like if you're an organization? Well, for organizations, if you're trying to gain talent, provide open Q&A sessions, to help people understand your business. Why should they come to your business? What's so great about it? How can you display what you know, your culture, your ethos? Also for potential sales, how can they come through and get to understand your products better? Rather than a sales pitch, here's how we're helping you do X. Also, demonstrate your knowledge in social media posts and simplify how you help people. When we think about how the iPod was first marketed, it did not talk about the different chips that we utilize, the hardware. It simply started talking about you can have thousands of songs in your pocket wherever you go. Simplify things. Understand that your customers don't know your products as well as you do, so simplify. Make it easy for them to understand, and that makes that conversation in the future far easier. Also, engage and support individuals in your industry. Support people. Be good with karma. Let people understand that you are an organization that wants everybody to win. That is a great positive for people who want to join your organization, but also for people who want to work with you. They understand that you really want to drive in the industry, that you know what you're talking about, and that you're a positive force. Finally, very similar to what we were talking about, produce helpful guides, which you can send through to new and existing contacts without a sales pitch. Once again, you're bringing value to whether this is existing customers, new customers, potential customers. It's helping them understand that you know what you're talking about and also you bring them value. Now, one thing you might be asking, John, this sounds great, but does it actually work? Well, when we look at results, here's what I really focus on. With the global learning development community, this is about building a community. But the biggest thing is the networking happens within the community, but also the large part happens outside of it. It's providing people with an opportunity. You become a gatekeeper and you're providing people with that ability to talk to others and also the opportunities that stem from that. And also you're displaying your knowledge. From this, I've had speaking opportunities. I've also managed to appear on quite a number of podcasts. And from a personal brand perspective, it's me providing people value, and from that, I gain value. There's never expectation from that, but it really has helped. And along the way, we've welcomed over 1,000 people to this particular community from giving time in order to help others. One Tip Wednesday was actually transformed into Top Tip Thursday when I worked within the United Arab Emirates University. So giving professors, academia, the ability to share their tips with one another in a novel way. So being able to provide people with, the resources to share tips, to share information in a format that really works and is also novel, because we as human beings, we love novel. Now, what does this mean from kind of a effectiveness on LinkedIn? So, for our industry, for learning and development industry, I'm in the top 1% of LinkedIn. So out of such a large number, because of being actively engaged, providing value, that puts me in the top 1%. And also within my network of over 8,000 people across all different industries with some of the biggest thought leaders in the world, I'm in the top 6%. But also, what does this mean from a personal standpoint? Well, from providing value, from providing community meetups, from providing mentoring, providing support without expectation. In 2021, I was nominated for COVID Champion Award at the LPI's Awards. This was for a select number of people who have helped the industry during these tough times. So from not having expectations and providing value, really a lot of value comes from this. So let's think about tips then. So take genuine interest in what other people are doing and who they are. Not just simply a name. Hi, great to meet you. Here's my product. Understand who are they? What are their pain points? What are they trying to achieve? What are the questions that you can provide an answer to? And when we really think about it, networking is that. How can I provide an answer to a question, to a problem that you have at the moment? Provide resources to other useful stuff, not just your own produced stuff, but stuff that you find along the way that you find really helpful. Is it a site that has free images on it? Is it a great article, a document, a thesis that you've read that really helped you? Tell people about it, provide it to people, maybe break it down and regurgitate it in your own words. Also, the more good conversations you have, the more good that will happen. This is crucial. It is a numbers game. It's not just being focused on X amount of people. It's being broad, be open. And also be patient and always give people your time. Once again, you don't know who you know knows. And so it's really be patient along this process of social networking and providing value, no matter whether you are an individual or an organization. Just give. That is a key thing. To summarize, one quote that I really love is from Gary Vaynerchuk, and it's doing the right thing is always the right thing. And it really is. If you can provide value to people and really enhance their life, there's a very good opportunity that they're going to enhance your life. So always look to bring people value, because the old ways of transactional networking are really over. And it's how can you provide that value, which provides the credibility, which provides the trust. And that is absolutely crucial. Thank you very much for being with me on this session at the Middle East Teaching and Learning Conference. I hope this brought you value, and I really love to connect with you. So you can find me on LinkedIn. It's John Hinchliffe. I'm over at Jampan. If you'd like to find out more about Jampan, what we do and how we can help, you can visit us at jam-pan.com. Thank you once again for watching. Wishing you all the best, and I hope you have a great time at this conference.